Hello everybody, Star Wars Paladin here. I wanted to do a video, I wanted to do some preview videos on news that I found interesting and add a little commentary and then see what you guys think at the end. The one that really got me to start thinking about doing these videos was a news feed I got this morning on a new game called Star Wars Attack Squadrons. Now, if you haven't heard about this yet, if this looks or starts to sound familiar, it's because this looks to be nearly identical to the game, the sort of the mini game, side game in Star Wars TOR called Hyperspace Battles. Basically, it's the same thing, except instead of Old Republic era fighters, this will be around Battle of Yavin era fighters. So I looked at the video. This is the trailer. It's just a little CG teaser. This game is slated to begin early 2014, but there isn't even gameplay footage of it yet. It's supposed to be made by Area 52 Games, which is Disney, I guess, is contracting them. It says Lucasfilm, but as far as I know, there isn't really a Lucasfilm anymore. Or Lucas Games. I need to look at that a little bit more, but the reading I don't understand why games are still saying Lucas Games on them, and I don't understand why Disney is having other companies make games. So I don't know why they don't just let everybody else keep making Star Wars games. But that's more complicated. I don't really understand that completely. I hope to understand more about that soon, as I'm sure everybody else does. One of the things I wanted to point out is that you can't. It says the title puts players at the stick of iconic Star Wars spacecraft, including X-wing fighters and TIE interceptors. I would really. This is Star Wars Attack Squadrons.com's website. I would really like to know how many fighters they're actually including, because I watched the little teaser video, which has no gameplay. It's just CG. I I or full motion video cutscene sort of a thing. I can't think of what to call them right now, but they even had the Millennium Falcon coming through there, and I just don't understand how that's supposed to work in 16-player death matches. It already bugs me how in TOR's hyperspace battles that I can't use my XS freighter on Lancer, but it's supposed to be a fighter battle. And I get that. If they're supposed to be fighters, it's a fighter battle. You really shouldn't be using bigger ships. Then I get that. But I don't understand. Either you choose one or the other. You can't have both. It's not going to make sense. Everyone flying Millennium Falcons. I don't know. It's not going to make anyone feel particularly special or unique, unless it's going to be very customizable, very personable. And TOR's managed to pull that off. But the other thing with TOR is that the hyperspace battles, that's only an interim thing. It's still in development. The on rails was popular, but they wanted to improve it, so they made this. I think the next evolution is going to be something similar to Rogue Squadron / Battle for Naboo, which are both favorite N64 games of mine, where you have missions and you have agendas to go do quests. Sort of. I don't understand why, and I just don't understand why they're doing this. It seems weird. It seems like they just looked at what BioWare was doing and just made their own. I would like to know what their long-term goal is, or if this is just going to be another little mini game that gets brushed under the rug with no bigger goal. Because I play I play Star Wars Clone Wars Adventures. I play TOR, and I play this also. This this is a bunch of little mini games, but it's been around for quite a long time. Sony makes this, I believe. Yep, Sony Online Entertainment. This is a very fun game, and it's got a little hub, and they do a lot of things, and it's lots and lots of mini games. And yes, it's you never really go anywhere, but you collect little goodies and all that. It's hard to explain that. It needs its own video, basically, but it's very fun and modular, and they're always adding more stuff. Even though Star Wars Clone Wars is yet another casualty of Disney, which I'll get into in a second, at least this kept going, and it's going to keep going, and it is a lot of fun. But this happening around Battle of Yavin, unless they're going to progress the storyline, add more modules or a hub or something, there just isn't a lot of content there to just have people fighting in PvP. I don't know. 3 modes, free for all, team dogfight, and base defense. I don't know. BioWare kept adding more and more missions, and I know they're gonna keep adding more missions, but this happening around Battle of Yavin, without seeing the starfighter list, without seeing, I don't know, substance. I want to see substance. I don't know how I can particularly be excited for this. And I love Star Wars Tiny Death Star. I love that game a lot because I love building. And I know that that's a mini game, and I know that I carry it around with me, and I'm building a little tiny Death Star. I don't know what I'm getting from this. With TOR, I don't have to worry about hyperspace battles because I'm role playing a character, Lancer, and when Lancer's done doing hyperspace battles, he may go do some on rails, and then that's fun too, and I can role play that he's a space fighter pilot. It even shows the Millennium Falcon back there fighting. Was that supposed to be Boba Fett's Slave 2 or something? I just and in the background they've got a Super Star Destroyer smashing into the Death Star. I just and Y-wings and stuff. I don't get why they're doing this. I guess I need a story or an end game, a goal, a purpose. I don't know. Disney's already canceled the Star Wars game that I wanted to play, which was Star Wars 1313. They already canceled the Star Wars show I loved to death, which is Clone Wars. And I mean, I'm sitting here with every single season of a box set DVD. I love that show. And then this is what we get. I don't understand it. So maybe you could let me know what you think down in the comments. And I'm really interested because I'm sure I'll like the movie. I'm sure the movie will be okay. They can't. Disney's good at movies, but they have no history of video games, and I don't think they understand what people want to play, and they haven't asked. And everything that everybody else thought we wanted to play so far, they've fairly canceled most of it. And I don't know. I just Google games that Star Wars games that have been canceled. I love Force Unleashed. I wanted a Force Unleashed 3 really bad. I would love an updated Shadow of the Shadows of the Empire. I'd love these are games I love, but this is why I play TOR because those games will never be made again. So I can make all those characters in TOR and still pretend, but I don't know. I don't know if we needed an Attack Squadrons game. I'm sure what most people want is they want another Rogue Squadron. Is probably what people want. And I'm not sure if another one of those is being made or not off the top of my head. So let me know what you think in the bottom below. Like, subscribe, and tell everybody. And let me know what you think about this. I'm really interested. So thanks a lot. This has been Star Wars Paladin. And let me know if you like these type of videos. And in the future too, I'll be doing some Clone Wars adventures videos too. So that's it. And I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye.